in the background that will be answering any comments you all have regarding Sunday's severe weather setup in our viewing area. So we're going to go ahead and go over some information here. We're going to go ahead and look at the HRRR radar, and we're going to go ahead and fast forward. So later tonight, well later tomorrow morning and afternoon, we'll have a couple shower activity going through the area. Nothing severe, nothing substantial. And then going through the night, Sunday morning, we'll start having winds shift out of the south going north. It'll be quite gusty in our area and over in southeast Missouri and southern Illinois, Kentucky, and Tennessee. Gusting between 25 and 35 miles an hour. It's going to be quite warm. It's going to be very sticky out. And then as we progress through the day, we're going to have some activity develop. At this point, there's a possibility of it becoming more than elevated. Some might become strong with some gusty winds and small hail. Our main threat isn't until later in the evening. As you can see here, this is 22Z Sunday. We have a broken line of supercellular thunderstorms out towards the west that will make its way into the area later on during the night. And I do believe that there is more of a concern now, especially from, let's say, Jackson County, Union County, Williamson County, up into this general area right here, Mount Vernon. Right here, I do see that our tornado parameters have gone up. It is a conditional threat, but there is definitely the possibility to see some very destructive, damaging winds in this area, some decent size hail, and also some decent size, a chance of seeing some tornadoes in this area. Now, if we can get one of the things that I'm a little bit concerned of, and you'll hear this from others as well, is anytime we get this type of setup, if we get anything develop out ahead of the cold front, that's an immediate concern because anything that develops out ahead of the cold front has all of these ingredients to work with. So most of the time they do become tornadic. If that's the case, depending on if it does happen, we could be looking at some warnings a couple hours ahead of the line. And with the amount of instability, the temperature profiling, and dew points in the area for southern Illinois, I do believe that there is a possibility that could unfold, and there is a chance it might not unfold. So please have a way to receive warnings and whatnot. So we're going to go ahead and look at the supercell composite here. And as you can see, what I was stating earlier with the initial development that could possibly form out ahead of the cold front, right here we have some pretty good supercellular activity, some supercell indexes modestly high in this area. And this would be with the advancing warm front up here as well. This is where the warm front is, slightly north of St. Louis, Missouri at this time, and north, meaning that most of the warm air is trapped up in this area and the better ingredients for severe weather. So we're going to go ahead and look at the tornado parameters, and this is what I was saying. Anything that develops out ahead of this line will quickly become possibly tornadic, and it will have a general motion movement of east-northeast to northeast wherever they do initiate. The main line that I'm concerned with will go through between 5 and 10 o'clock. Timing will be adjusted and timing will be changed, but that's the general idea. And we'll be looking at a linear line that will be coming through later on in the evening, and that line will have the potential for 70-mile-an-hour plus winds, nickel to quarter-size hail, and embedded rotation within the actual line itself, meaning we could have some quick spin-up tornadoes with little to no warning time on those as it does come through the area. So please be sure to have your phone charged and everything, all your necessities charged up in case any of us lose power. Um, and we're going to go ahead and look at also another thing. Lightning with these will be pretty potent. We'll have quite a bit of lightning with this. Cloud to ground lightning, CG strikes as well. So we're going to go ahead and look at this secondary here. Just going to go ahead and pull up SPC. We're going to look at the outlook for our viewing area for Southern Illinois. And this is for Sunday. Right now, they have most of the area in a enhanced risk and points from Mount Vernon east into a slight risk. But I do see that this may be possibly expanding just a slight touch further towards the east, which will include more of our eastern counties here. I do see that they're over here in parts of Missouri. If you've got friends and family over in the Joplin, Springfield, Monette, Branson, West Plains, Osage Beach area, I do see that there is a possibility to have this area upgraded to a moderate risk. Exactly how far that makes it over to southeast Missouri right now, I'm not entirely sure. But right now, based off model data and parameters ingredients, this is what we're looking at right here in this general area. A possible upgrade to a moderate risk. But the general idea, even if you're in the slight risk, you're not out of the woods. You're going to have some type of severe weather. And then also, so Chad is going to answer any questions you guys have regarding this. We'll probably do another live. Also, we will be out in western Missouri chasing this, intercepting it, and researching it as it's making its way into parts of our viewing area. We'll be following it into the viewing area, out ahead of it, and keeping an eye on it, making sure and providing updates as we go along. And conditions start to really deteriorate after 3 o'clock for our viewing area, and then it becomes a nocturnal event after that for parts of southeast Missouri and southern Illinois. So this would conclude this live briefing. Please be mindful, have all your stuff charged up and ready to go.